Yo, what's going on? Toronto Raptors are going to have the biggest training camp in NBA history. So, allegedly, Anil Gogan, hopefully I said that correctly, tweeted, the Toronto Raptors are expected to sign Reggie Perry to an Exhibit 10 contract once they carve out a roster spot for him. The Raptors had signed him to the same contract last offseason. He also spent time with both Portland and Indiana last season on a 10-day. And look, I like Reggie Perry. I think he's a guy who has a place in the NBA as a rebounder and a guy who can play near the basket. And he has the capability, the athleticism to switch on to some forwards, okay? And play also some, centers. And he's 6'10". He plays center. In college, I believe he was more of a power forward. But he played 2 years at Mississippi State. And he was a 50% field goal shooter there at Mississippi State. And he's a guy that I've always let look. And Reggie Perry's production in college was real. His production in the G League has always been real. Like, if you look at this, on the Raptors, 905 last year in 22 games. He averaged 20.3 and 11 rebounds. Yes, 29% from three, but 45.5% from the field. And he also was averaging a block a game and 1.5 steals. Then again, in 15 games for the Long Island Nets, he averaged 18 and 9 on almost 33% from three, 2% from the field, 9 rebounds. And he averaged, again, a block and a steal game, basically. So every time he's been in the G League, he's done well. And also in 9 games, basically playing 20 minutes a night for the Portland Trailblazers, he averaged 10 and 5, 50% from the field, okay, a steal a night and almost a block a game. So he has a place in the NBA, in my opinion. His production has done him well. And I think, look, he's also had success with Team USA, but what he can play, like, he's probably is like figuring out right now defense, because I think he's a bench big who gives energy and scores. And he's a guy that I think, eventually, once he needs a little bit more time of developing, he'll be a good front court depth early in his career. And if his ball handling and shooting, start to come around, it'll be interesting, because I think his jump shot is intriguing because of his touch. He can occasionally knock down from perimeter, and teams are a bit, more mixed on his long-term shooting than someone we've seen in his draft class like Isaiah Stewart or Zeke Nnaji. But he does have a chance to get better and make shots. His, catch and shoot percentage in college was 53.5% effective field goal percentage, according to Synergy, which isn't a terrible number. And he's a guy who's been like a 70, almost 80% free throw shooter. And personally, for me, he was a guy who, in the pre-draft process, went from being invited to the G League camp, earned his way into the NBA draft combine. I just think this was a good pickup. And the biggest problem with him is defense. He's stuck between a 4 and a 5 spot. He's not quick enough to regularly guard all fours, but he doesn't have the kind of lateral quickness and speed to do so. And he doesn't do well enough positionally away from the basketball and help situation where he's, not the ideal rotating big. And he's gotten better at pick and roll coverages, but he's not quite big and long enough to be useful as an NBA rim protector. And he's gotten better at rotational D. And I think he's going to continue to play 5, but I just think he'll need to outscore and outproduce his defensive weaknesses and just bulk up and just be better. I think he's already done a good job of bulking up, but in the sense that he's lost weight, but bulked up in muscle. Again, I like the idea of Reggie Perry. He's fun. I think he's a guy that people are going to be surprised. But, Jarrett Culver and a few other guys were recently signed by, our guy. So, by the Toronto Raptors. So I don't even know who necessarily is going to get these minutes, because for me, Reggie Perry's here, but who else is, like Jarrett Culver supposedly is there, and they just signed Josh Jackson. So I'm so confused by who the hell is going to be on this roster. But let me hear your thoughts down below, guys. That's basically it from me. Puppies. Oh, well, we'll make this to the 5-minute marker. I have an NBA show with Jackson Elstro, aka Will Upton, and we're live Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Central Time. Yeah, that's right. So you guys should definitely go check it out. It's a good old time. And yeah, so let me hear your thoughts down below. What do you guys think of Reggie Perry? Are you guys a fan of the signing? Anti-Reggie Perry? I have no idea what you could hold against this guy. He's kind of the guy that you guys needed. You need another big. Again, I don't think he's going to be on the roster. He'll probably go on the G League team. But hey, it's going to be interesting. I want to hear your thoughts down below. And what would you expect to be the bench for this upcoming season? If you're a Raptors fan, let me hear your comments down below. Let me hear your bench in the comment section. But yeah, that's basically it from me. I hope you guys do have a great day. But peace out.